Hi Gemini, this will be your video for July. So this is just general information, so we'll see what comes up and see what's going on. All right. How was your birthdays? Did you guys have good birthdays? I hope so. All right. Let's see. All right, let's get started for July for Gemini. Oh, wow, we're there already. Okay. 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 So we're starting with the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is an interesting card. It's, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I like it. I think it's a positive card because it, to me, represents walking away from things that have been troubling you for some time emotionally. So it's like it's finally having the willpower to start that process anyway. So with the Eight of Cups starting off, that probably means something. I mean, and it could have been going on for a long time, but June might have been the precipice for you to start realizing, sort of, like really analyzing. Maybe you were analyzing a situation pretty heavily. You know, something that really was bringing you down, or if it wasn't necessarily bringing you down, it was just weighing heavily on you, which I guess that would be the same thing, but that kind of deal. But now, you know, it shows in July that you're showing strength and courage and fortitude within yourself. You're not letting those things bring you down and slow you down or any of those things, and you have an extra exertion of willpower to move through these things and leave them behind. So next you have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles could be representing your energy, or this could be representing someone else. A lot of times for me personally as a reader, the Queen of Pentacles will represent a wife, a mother, you know, that type of energy. If it could be that. If you're not married, or, you know, if this does not represent that particular quality, then it's a very positive card in the fact that the Queen of Pentacles is very, out of all the queens in the tarot, she's very powerful, first of all, but it's a subtle power. It's the kind that knows they have the power, but they don't need to elaborate on it. Maybe more like the Queen of Wands might, or something like that. So it's definitely a card suggesting to me that since you have left something behind that was an emotional burden to you, that you are taking these steps, that you are moving forth with your willpower and exerting that you are becoming this Queen of Pentacles energy. Or this could be someone in your life too. We'll see how that plays out. But either way, it's very grounded, very secure, knowing what you want, taking care of the scheme of things in the broader picture, but again, very subtly, you know, kind of behind the scenes maneuvering, if you will, you know, and all for the betterment of either the family that is involved, or, you know, whatever is your initial family, or just for yourself in general and your own personal stability. So it's a really nice card. And we do have the Nine of Swords here, which is a card of Gemini. So, but the Nine of Swords to me it's a card of, well, I was going to say needless worry, but needless worry is not necessarily the right phrase. I mean, it is, but it's not to put down, like, that your worries are not valid or anything like that. It's just that the thing about the Nine of Swords is it's a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry about things that's really not solving anything. You know, that's not really necessarily Queen of Pentacles energy. The Queen of Pentacles is very solid, very secure in her knowledge and her wisdom. And that kind of confidence builds within her, that she knows she is making the right choices based from wisdom. Okay. And with the Nine of Swords, I feel like this is, it's a lot of anxiety and kind of staying up at night, worrying about this, worrying about that, but not really accomplishing anything either, because all you're doing is worrying about it. And we all know, you know, where the thoughts, where attention goes, that's what comes from things. So it's a card. It's a very common card, though. So, you know, we'll see how this rest of this plays out. Okay, we do have the Death card here. So the Death card is the card of Scorpio. So you could possibly be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could just be I'm going to put the rest of the cards down before I go into this because I want to make sure it's not something. Okay, it is. It's not. All right. So I just wanted to make sure because, you know, it could be possibly a card of grieving with this death card here and the Eight of Cups sometimes. And it could be for some of you in different forms. I mean, it could be actually. But this would have already happened, so I'm not like predicting something. This would have already happened probably within June or something like that, or it could have been from a long time ago. There is an element here of grieving what it is that you lost and you are walking away from. But that's the process. This is how it works. It's almost, I can kind of almost put it akin to the stages of grief, you know, that we do go through actually when we do lose someone. And, you know, it kind of looks like that here because, you know, here's the nurturing quality of things. And then here's the anxiety and the fear and, you know, maybe a little anger mixed in, you know, that kind of thing. But here's the turning point, the change, the transition. Because the thing about the death card is it represents Scorpio, as I said, but it's like that Plutonian type of energy where something needed to go, you know, in order to be transformed into something else more beautiful. So that's what we have going on here. So this anxiety, again, not needless necessarily, but it's not solving anything by just staying up and worrying about it. This is more of a process that you need to just sort of surrender into and know that this is for your own benefit. Things are changing. Something is profound here is taking place. Now, this brings you to this crossroads of the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords many times is, it puts us in a position of having to make for lack of a better phrase, a head over heart decision, that sort of thing. But, you know, we also forget the spiritual element in that as well. So it's not just like head, heart, but that's typically what is referred to with this. It's a card of being at a crossroads and really needing to make a decision now. There needs to be something done at this point when you reach the Two of Swords. Now, the good thing is you have a fantastic outcome, so I believe you will make the right choice, okay? But there will be something pretty profound here, pretty heavy hitting, where you will be called upon to make a definite decision, okay? Now, we do have the Nine of Cups as an outcome card. So the Nine of Cups is a very favorable card. It is a card of good luck, of things that you have manifested, you know, coming true, the good things that you've been trying to manifest or trying to create in your life. And I'm not saying everything's like coming true and all your dreams are being fulfilled or, you know, that type of energy, but it's something good. You know, something good will come out of this decision, of this profound change, all of that. There is something here that is very nice, a very good energy. Oh, all right. I just decided to check the bottom of the deck and look at that. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is yet another card of good luck. You have two cards, and the Sun card and the Magician. Wow. All right. So there you go. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun card, and the Magician at the bottom of the deck after this Nine of Cups. So I truly believe if you wrangle whatever this is that is causing this anxiety, you know, nip it in the bud pretty quickly. Try to remember what I said, that, I mean, because just constantly throwing your energy on something and worrying about it, again, it serves no, I mean, the only purpose it serves is to wreak havoc within you. So that's not good, right? So there's not much good purpose that it serves. So the only thing is, you know, you can stay in it for a little while. Just make sure that you do not resist the profound change that is going to need to happen here. And it's a process. It's the way things go, okay? And when you reach this choice, this crossroads type energy, you have good things waiting for you. So let me give this, you know, I'll pull another couple advice cards for you as well. But let me give this part, if this resonates with you when it comes to July, okay, at some point, or, you know, could be any time that you watch this. If you are reaching this point where you are at a crossroads and you need to make a decision, choose very, very carefully. Choose for your highest discernment. Okay, don't just choose what you think is logical to choose or what somebody, you know, even a tarot reader, you got to choose what feels like the right choice to you. Okay. It just, you know, you just got to get in touch with that energy and know, you know, usually and everybody says this, but so few people pay attention to it, myself included at times, but I'm getting better at that. It takes practice, it truly does. But so many times we truly know exactly, what we are getting ourselves into. So this is one of those times to really heed that call, really know the right direction to go. And I feel like you have something fantastic here waiting for you with this Nine of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Sun card, and Magician. It's a lot about manifesting also. So that's another thing. You want to keep your thoughts directed at, whatever you're going through, and it does look like a little something here going on. Not too crazy, but it definitely something probably from the past that is occurring, or that has happened recently, or from the past, like I said. But try to make sure that your thoughts can stay directed towards positive goals as much as possible during this time, because I feel like that you have a really good chance of really manifesting some good positive change here. So we'll pull a couple cards. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Geminis, please. Geminis. Cards for Gemini, please. Cards for Gemini for July. Some of you may, it sounds weird, but I could hear like a dog, like some of you might, and I mean, I know that's very common. Of course, it's like, well, some of you may adopt a dog this month, and I of course, I mean, that sounds lame, because it's like, that's not like that's psychic, because somebody somewhere out there, probably somebody's adopting a dog, right? But it's like I really like see it, like, and it's sort of like a I can't think of the name. My friend has one. The barky dogs. It might be the little barky dog. Shit, I can't remember their names. They're little, but they're like really, really barky, like really, really barky. Or the other, and it's not cattle dog, but it's something like a cattle dog. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. All right. Okay. So, ooh, nice. Okay. Okay. So, interesting. So you do have the two cards of Peace and To the Sea, okay? So for some of you, I do feel, I didn't really touch on that much because, it is a general reading. But for some of you, it could be possible that you have lost someone recently, and that's all of that stuff then is a natural process, okay? That's for sure. And I'm not suggesting then walk away from things and forget about this and, in that way. But for those of you who truly have lost someone, I feel like with Peace and To the Sea, that it's a beautiful thing, it's like letting you know they are at peace. And the sea to me is the cosmic ocean. So, or it could, also mean, perhaps some ashes needing to go into the sea or something of that effect. But mostly I don't feel it's that. I don't think it's direction to go do that. I feel like it's the cosmic ocean, like they're at peace, and it's like they're riding the wave, the serene wave and that sort of thing. For others of you who, if there's not a loss involved or something like that, I just feel that peace is coming for you, and possibly even a vacation. That could be with To the Sea. That could mean that, but it's also a very cosmic and spiritual card because it is the number 7. So it feels like the obstacles that you have gone through for a long time, and I mean all of us have, but there's something here probably that has been an emotional weight of some sort. I feel that July gives you a chance to make some peace with this and sort of let it go and just kind of be a little bit more balanced in the water. The water are emotions and things. Be a little bit more balanced in that department. I feel like some really good things are coming to you. So I hope you enjoy your reading. I don't want most of you to dwell on the fact, because again, I'm not predicting that anyone may pass, or anything like that. Most likely this would have already happened, kind of thing. And this is more of the process of letting go kind of deal. So I don't want that to be the main focus of the reading. I think that may resonate with a few of you, but for the most part, what I see here is just whatever emotional issue has been draining you some. I feel like this is the chance to really bring peace to that and manifest some really fantastic energy, to come into your life in the coming months. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed your video. If so, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel immensely. And or leave a comment. That's always helpful as well. It helps me in circulation. And I hope you guys have a fantastic month. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.